today that which are the first conditions required to form the image in the convex lens. So first everyone will discuss that we learn today that how to draw the diagram of convex lens, then which are the necessary conditions to obtain the image. So to draw the convex lens, first we need to draw principal axis, that at any point we should take the center. Let us give that name O. Now with the help of the rounder, take the length of 2 cm radius from point O. We should draw the arc, one on the right hand side with the same radius, another. Keep the same radius and one on the left hand side, and with the same radius one more arc. So here you can see that this one which we obtained, this is we called focus F1, and this is 2F1, this is F2, and this is 2F2. To draw the lens, what we'll do, let's take the length of the radius from center to F2 and slightly greater than O. You can see slightly. So then we'll draw one arc. Now we should keep the same radius, and from 2F2 we should draw the another arc. So here you can, so from this 2F1 we should draw the arc. So now here you can see that this is the lens, or we can say the convex lens is obtained. Now let us see that how the image is formed. So let us put the object somewhere here. Now let us consider that one ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis. This is the incident ray, and as it is a lens, so after the refraction it passes through the focus. Students, you can see that here this incident ray I have taken just that perpendicular to बीच में यहाँ तक लेके आया हूँ, and from here it is a refraction, and we can say that if it is parallel to the principal axis, so after the refraction it passes through the focus. Let us consider the second condition. If the ray which is coming from the focus, this is the incident ray which is coming from the focus, you can see till perpendicular to who I have taken, so it must remain parallel after the refraction. It remains parallel after the refraction. This is the refracted ray. Now let's see the third condition. If the ray is passing from optical center, so here we cannot see that it remains, or it can be any kind of refraction. It goes straight. Whenever the refracted ray is passing from the optical center without any refraction, it goes straight. So these are the three conditions. If the incident ray parallel to the principal axis, it passes through the focus. If it is coming, incident ray coming from the focus, so it remains parallel to the principal axis. And if the incident ray is passing through the optical center, it remains, there won't be any kind of refraction, and it remains straight. Now let's see here in the convex lens, when we keep the objects at the different places, then what are the characteristics of the image we obtain, the position, the nature, and the size of the image which we have to find it out. So let's see the first position of object. If the object is at infinite distance, so let us consider the rays which are coming from the object from infinite distance are parallel to the principal axis. So you can see that these are the incident ray. We can draw one more if you wish. This all are the incident ray which is coming from the object which is at infinite distance. We should consider the rays are coming from the sun, for an example. So as we discussed, according to the first condition, or we can say the rule, if it is parallel to the principal axis, after the refraction it passes through the focus. Again, after the refraction it passes through the focus, and again the refraction it passes through the focus. As we discussed earlier also, wherever the refracted ray are intersecting, will obtain the image. So here you can see that the image is obtained at focus. Specifically, you can write F1 if you wish, otherwise it's fine. The nature, as the divergent rays are intersecting, so we can say that it is real and inverted. And look at the size, all the rays are meet at the same point, so it must be highly diminished. So we can say like point, or we can also write highly diminished, मतलब बहुत छोटा. So like magnifying glass, we can consider we are using the convex lens. Let us see the second number. You can see here the position of the object is behind 2f2. So let us put the object somewhere here. Let us give the name AB. Any of the two conditions we have to use to obtain the image. Let us take the first ray, which is parallel to the principal axis. So after the refraction, it must passes through the focus. So this is the ray. Second, let's take the third conditions, that if the image, if the ray is passing from the optical center, as we discussed, it won't be refract. This is the incident ray, this is the refracted ray. You can see this, both the refracted ray are intersecting here. So here the image is obtained. So it is A dash B dash. As the rays are coming from point A, so where they meet, that must be the image of A. So that is A dash. So look at that, where the image is obtained. So we can see it lies between F1 and 2F1. Between F1 and 2F1. As you can see the nature, the image is real and inverted. And look at the size. Look at the size of object and the image. So we can see it is smaller or diminished. So thus the properties of the image is obtained for this position of the object. Let's come to the third diagram. Here you can see that we put the object at 2f2. So again, to obtain the image, we have to take two rays. One ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So after the refraction, it passes through the focus. This is the refracted ray. Second, let's take a ray which passes from the optical center. So that won't be refracted. So you can see that image is obtained here. And the position of the image, we can see it is on 2f1. So let us note it down. Where the position of the image, it is again at focus. No, not focus, it is at 2f1. Nature, again it is real and inverted. And look at the size. If we observe the size, if we measure the size, we can say that yes, the size of the object, they are of same size. So now this is the third conditions which we have seen. Let us see this condition where the object is. Now the position of the object is between F1 and 2F1. It is between F2 and 2F2. So let's see that where the image is formed and the properties of the image. So first ray which is parallel to the principal axis, and you can see after the refraction it passes from the focus. Second, let's take the ray which is passes from the optical center, and as a ray is passing from the optical center, we can see that there won't be any kind of refraction. So we can see that where this refracted ray are intersecting each other, so they are intersecting somewhere here. This is the image form, that is A dash B dash. So let us write all the properties of this kind of formation of the image. Where the image is, you can see it is behind 2f1. Nature, again it is real and inverted. And look at the size. Look at this size and look at the size of image. So we can see it is enlarged. You can write magnified also. enlarged, magnified, both are the same thing. Now let's keep the object at f2. So it's a dash ab, which is on f focus. So let us draw a ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So again we can see that after the refraction it passes from the focus according to the law. And let us pass one ray which is passing from O, optical center. So after the refraction it won't be refracted. So we can see these both the rays are parallel to each other. So the image is formed at infinite. As both the rays are going to be meet somewhere as they are parallel, but we keep it. So the image which is formed real and inverted. And the size is highly magnified. मतलब बहुत बड़ा इमेज मिलेगा. Let's come to the last position of image formation in the convex lens. Let's put the object as it is mentioned between f2 and O. This is AB. And let us see the rays which are passing from point A. First ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So after the refraction it must passes from the focus. Second, if I draw, it passes from the optical center. So we can see that they both are converging ray which can never meet each other. So we have to extend them backwards. So let me extend this both the rays. When we extend them, we can see that somewhere they obtain here. Here the ray is supposed to be meet. So we can say that the image is formed somewhere here, A dash B dash. So this is one of the most important part. The image form, you can see that you can write behind 2f2, or you can also write on the same side of object. वैसा भी लिख सकते हैं. You can see the nature. It is virtual, correct. It's virtual, and virtual is always erect. And look at the size. It is magnified. So now this is the important diagram, and this all the 6 diagrams are for the convex lens. Let's learn the conditions, the image formed by the concave lens. Before that, let's learn how to form the concave lens. So it is almost like the same as we discussed earlier. So first we have to draw the principal axis. This is the optical center. Let's take the length of the radius 2 cm. From point A, O, we should draw the arc. Keep the same radius, draw another arc. This is F1, 2F1. The same we'll do on the left hand side of point O, F2 and 2F2. So let us give this name. This is F1, 2F1, F2 and 2F2. Now when we have to construct the concave lens, so remember that you have to take the radius slightly smaller than the point O. उसमें क्या करते थे? We have taken larger. यहाँ पे it's slightly smaller. थोड़ा कम radius लेंगे. So let's draw the arc with the same method. So now you can see that here the lens which is formed this is a concave lens, and concave lens is a diverging lens. So let's again understand this. If the ray which is parallel to the principal axis, the conditions we are discussing right now. So after the reflection it will be diverged. But you can see that it diverges such a way, diverging in this way. When we extend this, So we can find that the ray is diverging from the focus. Fine. Second, let us ray which is coming from an object. कोई object से lens ray आ रहा है. You can see that here. What I am doing. See, this is the F1. So the ray which is coming from an object, if we consider that the ray is coming from the focus, if I'll extend this, you can see that it is coming from the focus. We can fill like this. So after the refraction, it will remain parallel to the principal axis. And the third would be the same if the ray is passing from the optical center, we cannot see any kind of refraction. So these are the three conditions for the image form we'll discuss in the concave lens. If it's parallel to the principal axis, it will be diverged, but when we extend, we can feel that it coming through the focus. If the ray which is looking like coming from the focus, after the refraction, it will remain parallel to the principal axis. And if the ray is passing from the optical center, that won't be any kind of refraction. Let us discuss the image form and the characteristics of the image in the concave lens. So first positions I have written that if the object is at infinite distance. So let us consider the rays which are coming from the object. They are parallel to the principal axis. So you can see that after diverging, as it is a diverging ray, it passes from the focus. One more, let's consider, this is one more ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So even after the refraction, it is a diverging, so it can be extended here. We can take one more ray if we wish, the ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So after the refraction, this is the divergent ray. So we can see that this all rays are diverging rays, but when we extend, they all meet at focus. So we can write here the image positions. So at F2, the nature, as it is a diverging ray, so we can say it is virtual and erect, and the size is very small, like point. Let us see one more diagram. Now in this question, as I have written the position of the object that is in front of the O and infinite, that means any positions in front of the O, we can put it here somewhere, wherever we wish. So let us put it somewhere here. So let's see where the image is obtained. So first, let us draw a ray which is parallel to the principal axis. So as we discussed earlier, after the refraction, it is a diverging ray, so we have to extend them, so it can be obtained somewhere here. This is the refracted ray. Second, let us see that if the incident ray is passing from the focus, so there won't be any kind of refraction, and we can see that here the image is this is where the image is obtained. So let us give that it's A dash B dash. So where the image is obtained, at the same side of object. Object जहाँ पे था वहीं side पे मिला. Nature, so again we can see it is virtual and erect. And look at the size of the image. It is smaller, or we can say diminished. So this is very important diagram, and remember this is the only diagram for the concave lens. Thank you.